Play good defense. Turn double plays. Don't give the other team extra outs. And then somebody hit a gapper in a big spot and let everybody relax a little bit.
And this is taken in for out number 1. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Hero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Yeah, Matty, the thing I'm focused on with this lineup is the fact that they love to run. They lead the league in stolen bases. They're not afraid to take that extra bag. It's going to put the defense on their heels. Be on the lookout for that today.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Billy Hamilton goes down for out number 2 in the top half. No balls and a strike to count. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Hit to short. Backhanded. And a close play at first, but he's called out on the side.
Leading off for the Royals.
Here comes the first pitch. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, if he's going to be able to dot up his sinker down and away like that all game, you are in for a situation where you're going to see a lot of ground balls and a lot of weak contact.
The 0-2 once more. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And over at first base in this one today is the guy that can pick it with the best of them. And I can't overstate that enough. As a former middle infielder, when you could close your eyes and throw it over to first base knowing it was getting picked out of the grass or picked out of the dirt, man, what a comfortable feeling.
0-1 the count. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Hayes racing back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Orioles out to an early 1-0 lead here in inning number 2. 2 balls and no strikes to the Kansas City left fielder. Two balls and a strike to count. To 2-2 now. Count remains 2-2. Another try at 2-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. And it's fouled away.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. KC. So next to the plate for the Royals, Nicky Lopez. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. Another 0-2 home. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees.
1-1-1.
It's softly on the ground. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. First offering on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. but I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
We'll check in with an average still south of 230. 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. Count even now at 1-1. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
3-1 to him now.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And now a balk has been called here as he came to the plate too quickly. And you can forget about that double play now as the runner moves into scoring position with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and the count goes full 3-2.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1. So now we've got a battle on our hands.
Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. So stepping in, Adalberto Mondesi, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 1 ball, no strikes the count.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Here's Billy Hamilton standing in.
The center fielder, number 6, Billy.
First
Hamilton.
pitch coming. Here it is. Bounce towards the second baseman. He's got to hurry, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. With Merrifield next to him. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Now the 2-1 pitch to third. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. 1 away for the Royals here in the 4th. And that'll bring up Hunter Dozier. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
There's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Dozier leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Got him. Into the box now. Alex Gordon, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Alex.
We'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's 1-1.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys, D-Roll. It takes them a little while to get through on the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dad, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Stepping in, Chesler Cuthbert. He reached on a single in his first try.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
The next 0-2 is a fastball that misses.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Digging in now for Kansas City, Cam Gallagher. Hot shot to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. Now at the plate, Adalberto Mondesi. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he fouls this one off. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Alberto on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Digging in, Billy Hamilton. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Digging in, Whit Merrifield. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Down the third baseline. One. Ruiz comes up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Hunter Dozier. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Fouled away. Now the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. David Hess is on to pitch from 13-1 is the final lopsided score. Baltimore scored. Sunday afternoon baseball from Baltimore. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. The Rays will try to complete the series sweep on the road against their division rivals right after this. Ricky Latta will be the starter for the O's in this contest. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
Chris Davis is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right.
Number 19, Chris.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Tampa Bay, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, nothing better than winning that last game at home before you go on a long road trip. They have the opportunity to do that today. Let's see if they get it done.
No doubt about it, Dero. They're looking to embark on an 8-game road trip. First things first, win this one here. Worry about getting on that bird for 8 games after this one here today.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Mark, how do they go about breaking out the brooms on the road?
I got that this lineup, Matty, in Oriole Park likes to swing the bats. This place plays small. This place has a low wall. You can drive it out pretty much line to line, and there's a lot of room to be a hero in this yard.
Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way. Possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
And it's fouled away. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Jesus Aguilar. 9 at-bats for him in the series so far, and he's collected a pair of hits. Well, it's been a lopsided series so far, with the Rays dominating to this point and taking aim at a series sweep here in this contest.
1-1. Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
A ball and 2 strikes. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
Listen, it's hard in this day and age with all the quality pitching to put up double-digit runs like they did yesterday. They'd certainly like to have some of those back if they could and add them to today's box score.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And over at first base in this one today is the guy that can pick it with the best of them. And I can't overstate that enough. As a former middle infielder, when you could close your eyes and throw it over to first base knowing it was getting picked out of the grass or picked out of the dirt, man, what a comfortable feeling.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And it certainly helps when you're throwing your ace on the mound in the series finale. Can't ask for much more than that.
One of the keys when you show up to the ballpark and you're going for a sweep, you look at that lineup card, you see your ace pitcher is on the mound. You have to feel awfully good about your chances to complete the sweep. And
this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Batting 5th.
From the stretch. In there for strike 1. The Rays do, of course, trail by a couple of runs already, so they're going to have to work from behind to earn the sweep.
Sweeps aren't easy to do at this level, particularly with the competition being so stiff. They're down a couple of runs early, but there's a lot of baseball left, and the way they're playing right now, this game's far from over.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out this. So here is Avisail Garcia, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's the 0-2. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Avisail Garcia goes down for the first out here in inning number 3. Robertson is just shy of 6 feet at 5'11", a right-handed batter and thrower. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. To 1-2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. On the ground to the right side. And there's out number 2. So 2 are gone here in the Tampa Bay 3rd inning, and that'll bring up the catcher Mike Zunino. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Slow roller down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the 2nd strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get me over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Welcome back. As the Orioles look to get the offense going here in the 3rd, this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. At the start of the day, they find themselves
leading off for Tampa Bay, the center
from
fielder.
The stretch. Here's the pitch. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, this is interesting right here. Got him down 0-2. He's been swinging the heck out of the bat. I thought they would pitch around him. He's going to have to button it up a little bit.
Count remains at 0-2. him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Standing in, Austin Meadows. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
I don't know if this is great deception by the pitcher, great arm action, or just bad offensive approach. They got to find a way to get something in the zone. Somebody's got to be willing to take a pitch, maybe move something the other way to kind of calibrate what the strike zone's going to be.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. Up next for the Rays, Jesus Aguilar, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike. One and 2 now.
Yeah, right there. It's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Here he comes again, 1-2. Fouled off.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Here's the 2-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And up next, it'll be the outfielder, Tommy Pham. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And he is cruising now. It's 0-2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, it looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
The 1-2. is swung on and missed. Strike 3. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He's set, and the pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and 2 strikes to the Rays shortstop. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Avisail Garcia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Avisail Garcia becomes the first out of the inning.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And the pitch. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Coming to the plate now, Mike Zunino. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 1 ball, no strikes, the count. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 2-1 is taken below the zone for a ball.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
3-2 now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we...
And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Kiermaier. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now. 1 out now in the Tampa Bay 7th. And digging in next will be Joey Wendell. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 1-0 count. Here it is. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Here it is, the 3-0. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. Davis racing back into the bleachers and gone.
Yeah, he was having zero luck early in the game, striking out twice in 2 at-bats. But it only takes one swing to get back in the game. And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
5-1 the final total in today's game. The Baltimore Orioles jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Ricky Latta hangs win number 11 on his line and recorded 18 strikeouts along the way. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Orioles, 5 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.
Afternoon baseball now on a fine Sunday from Kaufman's. Stepping into the box, Adalberto Mondesi. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip, the start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Sel Perez is definitely a guy to watch right now. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Batting second.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And in to hit next, the speedy presence of Billy Hamilton. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
At the plate, Ryan O'Hearn. And for him, you have to think a turnaround is coming. Clearly not going his way of late. And it's 0-1 to the Kansas City first baseman.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know, Kenny Jansen, Dero, he's kind of hard to figure out. Doesn't give a lot on the edges. He'll make you bring the ball into that plate.
Yeah, Dan, Kenny Jansen is definitely consistent, and he'll reward pitchers around the knees. But on the edges right there, sometimes it's hit or miss.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep speed.
And he's back easily. Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Salvador Perez becomes the second out of the bottom of the first. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Line drive snagged on a short hop. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. In is Jorge Soler. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The designated hitter.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Well, as we mentioned in the top of the broadcast, the Orioles have their sights set on a series sweep here today.
One of the toughest things to do at this level is to win on the road. With the win today, this would be a sweep of a road series.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. And if they're going to get something close to a repeat effort out of their pitching staff in this game to the one they got yesterday, that would certainly help the cause.
No doubt about that, Matt. A combo platter combined shutout yesterday. Hopefully they can continue to throw more zeros up in this one today.
Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And guys, this starting pitcher right here is in the top 5 in the league in strikeouts. And what does that tell me? That tells me that his defense cannot fall asleep in this one. They better go through their pre-pitch routine. They better stay on their toes and stay engaged in this one in case something finds a barrel.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Gordon.
First offering on its way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. The O's will, however, have to beat their opposition's best as they've got to go up against their ace in this one.
It's very difficult to sweep teams nowadays, but jumping out to an early one-run lead like they have in this one, they're certainly headed in the right direction.
A ball and 2 strikes to Alex Gordon. Now the 1-2 home to Gordon. And this is swung on and missed, and Gordon becomes out number 2 now. Stepping up to the plate, Nicky Lopez. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Standing in, Brett Phillips as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And that's swung on and missed for strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Back to the top of the order now. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. Alberto fields it cleanly. And this sails right over Davis's head. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
This could have been much worse for the first baseman here. He goes up for the throw, leaving his feet, and exposes himself to a potentially devastating collision because the throw was down the first base line. He's lucky he didn't get taken out right here.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. No balls and 1 strike. His put in play to the right side of the infield. Gonna be a tough play. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. So digging in now, Ryan O'Hearn, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Mondesi on third with 2 out. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Just don't understand the game plan right here. Walking up to home plate, you had to think you could potentially be pitched around. But now you find yourself down 0-2, and it's a battle.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Ready with the 1-2. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 2-2. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. 2-2. Here it is. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down. First pitch of the at bat. He'll start him